Welcome to SFN, your preeminent source for space and defense news and all things tangentially related. We're your hosts, loyal to the foil here at Houston, Mission Control. And we've got Alara of Sirius in low Earth orbit. And we're here live every Sunday night.
Number 52. Good evening, Space Patriots. Happy Sunday, everyone. How's everybody doing this evening?
Great. Have you relocated to a green planet, Alara?
Why? Oh, I don't have the thing turned on. Well, no, hold on. Wait, you can watch right now. Watch. You're gonna be like, oh.
Wait. Oh, there it is. Why am I seeing green? That's messed up, man.
Well, it's really great that you put it on blast, though. Let me tell you, Foil. It's fantastic that you did that.
Ow.
I can always count on you.
What I'm here for, fam.
Everything on blast. You got your screen back. Are you happy now?
Yes.
You think you would have noticed the green screen maybe 30 minutes ago. But, hey, it didn't work out that way. What's going on, Tam Growl? Growl. Did I do that right? I don't know. I'm still struggling with that.
Tam Growl?
CD...
Right?
Pam Growl? I struggle with that. CDU, Calamero, Slickshoe, Dodie, Danny, Biafofia. There's my Toots. What's going on, Toots? Can't even say Toots.
Bodyguard. What up, Bodyguard? Man,
hey,
are we?
Bodyguard's back. What's going on, man? Sword of Michael. What is going on? Sword of Michael's great storyteller. Fringe Dweller.
Dove. Yes, feel free to drop a link. And thank you for the shades. We love you.
Okay. Hello, Jenny Lynn, Greg Herrera, Elise Brown. Good to see you. Hey, FC. Welcome back from the vacation. I was so jealous. He went to like some island and I was like, oh, I'm so jealous right now. Successful Sarah, how you doing? Successful Sarah is almost to her destination in Mexico.
Yay.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? What's going on, Mike Holt? Awesome. Divine Fractal, it's good to see you. Dave MC, Woke One, Bra, Stacks. What's going on, man? Hey, Laura, good to see you. Here we are, guys. Space Force News number 52. We're getting down tonight. Yeah. We got volcanoes going off on planet Earth.
Wild world,
To be perfectly honest with you, I'm surprised more aren't going off. I'm surprised more isn't happening than just like a sporadic volcano eruption.
Well, there have been, there's been tectonic activity. Like, didn't Los Angeles have a little quake the other day? And there were some other quake swarms elsewhere. And, there's some other ruckus going on. But it seems to be culminating in La Palma at the moment.
Yeah, it doesn't seem all that chaotic, honestly, for what should be going on right now.
Stuff breaks off and falls into the sea, we're going to have a problem.
Debach 53 with the can. I look forward all week for Sunday. Thanks.
Aw,
you're welcome,
thanks.
Friend. We do too. We love our Sunday nights with our space triots. This is some good stuff.
Right.
So, volcanoes going off. It looks like they found that missing girl. I didn't even know about the missing girl until today. But it looks like they found a body. Haven't confirmed that it's her, but it looks like it probably is. So, that's unfortunate to hear.
Indeed.
Definitely unfortunate to hear. What else is going on, Foil, that I don't know about that, is happening right now? No idea.
Oh,
what?
Pfizer recalled Chantix because, it causes cancer. I thought it was FDA approved.
Big
I thought
Pharma.
once things were FDA approved, everything was fine. Like, this is fine, guys. Hey, T Anomaly, thanks for the can.
Big Pharma.
T Anomaly says, I am an alien hybrid, half human, half frog. MKEK. MKEK Ultra. That's cute.
Yeah, that's cute. FC, glad to be back. Looking forward to my SFN updates. We're glad to have you back, FC.
Yes, glad to see you.
The boyfriend's now missing, huh? So homeboy's on the run.
Oh,
Not to make
right, he
assumptions,
dipped.
but yeah, homeboy's on the run now. What's going on Crazy Planet Earth? You know what those good news foil is? There's lots of people standing up. I am seeing demonstrations, peaceful protests all over the world. And what's interesting is the Aussies are doing it too, but they're not allowing the footage to get out. I saw them arrested.
Oh, I've seen some footage.
I saw arrest. Well, that some of them get it out, but I've seen the drone dude get arrested. They're not trying. There was a lot of people at that gathering. They're really not trying for it to get out.
Right.
You know
Where there was not a lot of people.
Where?
Was freaking FedFest.
FedFest?
There were no people.
What a big flop. That was amazing.
Right. How's that go, right?
That was a glorious day. I was in the worst mood. I was so sad, and FedFest cheered me up.
Oh, yeah.
The memes that came out of FedFest, I was like, oh.
Those were great.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Hey, T-Roy Cooks, thanks for the cookie. Num.
I was sad, of course, because of the method situation, for those of you that are unaware. But it was very heartwarming to see the community come together immediately.
Oh, man.
And start raising money.
These people are awesome.
And I think the only reason that there hasn't been a much more substantial amount raised is simply because people are unaware right now. They don't know what to do because nobody really knows how compromised things are or what's safe. So I think when that, people start getting an understanding of that information, and what exactly is needed, you'll probably see much more of that going on. So I was very proud of this family to see how they came together right after that happened. So please keep...
Yeah, this community is great.
Please keep the prayers going out there for Methods, guys. I'm sure he'll be back at some point here, but he's definitely going through a very difficult time. Belushi coming with the canned Space Driots. What's going on, bestie? Delina in the house. Ghosty Hunter. Scott Robinson. Deplorable Laura. Wow, her name's like mine. Frightening Me. What's going on, man?
Hey, fam.
Thumper Rose. All right, so... God, FedFest was amazing. What a flop. And those dudes were so obvious.
The socks on the one guy.
Dude, their shorts were cuffed, bruh. Cuffed.
Right.
Who does
the only
that?
person that got arrested was an actual Fed. That made my day. That just made my day. I was like, yay.
Oh, that was winning big time. Unchained 01 gifted the cookie. It's the Gold Pill Girls. The Gold Pill Girls. Look at that. Schnazzy name. Awesome foil and the Gorgeous Vegan. Thank you. The Gorgeous Vegan. I might roll with that. I might rock with that name. You know what I mean?
Oh, Lord.
Hey, it beats Alarasaurus. I kind of like Alarasaurus.
No, it doesn't. I like Alarasaurus.
I can embrace my inner woo, okay? I'm completely okay. We're going full woo tomorrow, too, on Psychic Abilities. We're going to go full woo. All right, guys.
Fantastic.
I bet you'd like to know what space happenings we're going into tonight. So, Neo, good to see you, friend. Joyful June.
Hi.
I heard you earlier. I forget whose show it was on, but somebody's show. I heard you. It was nice to hear your voice. It's always great to hear somebody in the community's voice who you've seen in the chats for a long time, but you've never heard their voice. That's always delightful. So, okay, let's see. All right. Breathe, Alara. Breathe, Commander. All right, we had a Tic Tac, apparently, allegedly. We had a Tic Tac buzz the Space Force base at Buckley, guys.
Oh, imagine that.
So we'll be talking about some of that, right? You know what I'm starting to think about the Tic Tac, man?
They're delicious?
Foil. Just the whole thing. I've got this whole... Maybe in disclosure, I'll go on a rant. I haven't gone on a pissed off disclosure rant in a long time.
I love when things are pissed off.
Maybe I'll go and do a pissed off disclosure rant.
Kind of my thing. Real quick, thank you, Dale Bursier, for the can, just because. Thank you, Wix Vixen, for the can. And thank you, PDX Patriot, for the can. Much love to you all. Good to see ya.
Thank you, friends. We appreciate your support. Okay, space sustainability. It's hard to say that. Elon Musk, dude, this is part of the reason I trip on him. He has always never wanted to come with the aliens. Come on, you shoot rockets into space. Do you tell me you don't know about the UFOs and the aliens?
Oh, he knows.
Don't lie, right?
He knows.
Please, right? But every comment he made up until now was like, I don't know if there's aliens. Y'all are tripping, da-da-da, whatever. And now
Right.
he makes a tweet out of nowhere talking about there's aliens, right? So, I mean, hey, it's progress, but still.
Right.
What?
I believe it.
Right? Okay. Inspiration 4 images from orbit. Those guys look really excited. You know, they're up in space, allegedly.
Oh, they were amped.
They were allegedly up in space. It was interesting, the footage, though, they got. Like, there wasn't any footage really clearly showing the Earth. You know what I mean? And I thought that was interesting. They were trying to decode the video.
Through the
We'll play it.
cupola, like, you know,
Yeah,
there
but
was,
even
there were
then,
some.
dude, they were like, it's dark right now. I can't see anything. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, I'm not saying the Earth's flat, people. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, she is.
Much love to the flat earthers out there, but I am
We
not a
do
flat
love the
earther,
flat earth
and I'm
peeps.
not even flat curious. Okay, I am not neither of those. But God bless the ones that are.
Wait, Suitor says, hello, family Alara Foil. Congrats on making it to me phone screen this evening. We are glad to have you here. And thank you, Belushi, for the cookie. Elon needs to get real with it. Just did.
Right? He needs to come on with all
Right.
of it, right? And we know that's
Right,
not going to
bring
happen. Right? That's fake disclosure they got going on right now. Anyways, Aukus Pact, which would be the Australia and us. How do they get AUKUS out of that?
Australia, the U.S. and UK.
Okay, well, all right. France recalls ambassadors. China threatens the U.S. So, like, we didn't know that one was coming. What's
Right.
going on, Tick? Good to see you. Oh, speaking
Hey.
of Tick, that reminds me. I might as well bring it up now. So, after Conspiracy Couch, not tomorrow, guys, but next Monday is when we're going to start. It's going to start on 9/27, okay? We are going to have the bodaciously based Broad Squad. That's going to be over on Amy Jo's channel on the Foxhole. And it's going to be me and Foil and Suki and Amy. And it's going to be afternoon tea with the bodaciously based Broad Squad. That's going to be a lot of
Can
fun.
we have crumpets?
Yeah, we can have whatever you
I
want.
refuse to participate without crumpets.
That's fine.
Thank you, John the Greek, for the ship and the link. Supreme Court decision, apparently. We will check that out. Rise with the can. Max and I are going to be hanging out with Severe on his channel at 11 p.m.
Oh, cool.
tonight. Come kick it. Go check it out.
Are you going to face fag Rise or no? I'm guessing no, right? I enjoy their
Probably
masks and their, yeah, I enjoy that,
Right.
that whole thing. Where were we? Where was I? Oh, yeah, the bodaciously based Broad Squad. We don't have a for sure time, but we think it's going to be 4:30 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be right after the Conspiracy Couch on Amy Jo's channel over on
Yes.
the Foxhole. Yes, and TikTok is involved in this ruckus in some way,
Right.
some form and fashion. TikTok is going to be definitely involved in this ruckus. And we could give a shout out to Sean Anon for coming up with the Broad Squad. Yeah, we
Yes.
added bodaciously based, but Sean Anon came up with Broad Squad. So shout out to Sean Anon for that awesome name suggestion. All right, where were we? Neuroscience catches up with philosophy. We got some stuff going on with China versus Japan in the area of defense. Is reality even real? I talk about this all the time, you guys. And it seems like there's more and more coming out about it. Anyway, very interesting topic. We're going to have to do at a Conspiracy
answer.
Couch about the simulation foil.
Yeah, I'm down. Thank you, French Dweller, for the can. Can we use Creepy Joe as an offering to the volcano? That sounds like an awesome plan.
That sounds like a great idea.
In my
Who
opinion,
came up with
right?
that? All right.
That was French Dweller.
All right, so Pufferfish lazy eye treatment. But yes, we're going to be talking about that. The origins of Alzheimer's. They've found some stuff, or at least finally told us they figured something out about the origins of Alzheimer's. Microneedle patch, which saw something about that lately in a different context. But it's interesting that article came out right after.
Well, that's what made me pull it, because you had mentioned it.
What were they talking about? It was a conspiracy theory, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a sauced one, wasn't it? Or
Somewhat,
was it full conspiracy theory?
No, it was somewhat sauced.
Okay. NASA electric air taxi. They keep teasing us about these air vehicles. When are we ever going to see something, man? We're still sitting in traffic in the same cars we were sitting in.
Right.
You know, I saw somebody in the parking lot.
Time for the Jetsons, man.
I went to the grocery store today, right? And I saw somebody in the parking lot, and the hatch of his, this is how old school Alara is. This is no joke, guys. I saw the hatch of his truck or his car or SUV, whatever they call them, open up on its own. And I was like, oh, look at that. I didn't realize that this is like a standard thing now where you can make. Do you press a button to do that, or does it sense you coming?
Yes, fam. They could even put it on your fob.
Is that your keychain? Yeah. Your fob? That's your keychain, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's the keychain. The clicker. It's the clicker.
Yeah,
right?
the clicker. Okay. Yes, you can put it right on the clicker. Thanks, Adam Hugapug, for the 500 gold pills.
What's going on, due
500
diligence?
hugs from Kenshin, the love pug. Aw.
Yeah, Rise is higher. Whoops, sorry.
Blue mushroom rocket. Sounds like a plan.
Says no face is necessary. That's right. You gotta like that, Rise. No face is necessary. It must be nice, to not have to put, not have to get yourself together, just rock it, right? Sometimes I want to do that. It'd be so much easier. Holograms you can touch, guys. Like, you didn't know that was coming. Had that for a long time. And you know what I was thinking? Remember we went over this last week about that weird light thing in China? Mm-hmm. You know what occurred to me? Somebody brought this up and it hit me like a ton of bricks. That was the Twin Towers. Foil.
You think?
The smoke and the light. If you say that those towers parts of it were part of the light and that wasn't a building.
So you think it was like a projection?
It looked just like the Twin Towers on fire falling down. Look at it again. Did. Yes. And it was like on 9/11 or the day after or the day before.
Well, it better have been a tribute and not some hate. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying, okay? That looked like, I'm just saying, it looked awfully suspect like the Twin Towers. This is what it looked like.
Suiterbug, don't tell Alara. That'll blow her mind.
What is he
she
not
don't need to know about all that.
What is he not supposed to tell me? Fringe Dweller, come with the cookie. Alara, bless your analog soul. I'm right with you. Thank you.
Suitor says his car doesn't even have a key. Have you seen this? Have you seen this yet, Alara? Cars with no keys?
I'm trying to think if I have a clicker.
I used to have a car with no key before in my old life.
How does it turn on? Oh,
push the brake. Push the button.
You push the brake and the car turns on?
And you push the button.
What button? Oh, in the car. Oh, I think
there's
Kate
no key.
Has that
there's
button.
a button.
Yeah, Kate has one of those buttons, I think. Yeah, that's right. I think Kate has one. Don't you gotta have the key in your pocket?
I mean, somewhere in proximity.
So it's not like you still gotta have a key, man. I like the clicker. I like to be in
not
control.
Not really a key.
I like to be in control. Too much.
I know.
I'm not okay with that. I want to go up to my vehicle. I want to click it. I don't really like even unlocking it, truthfully. I embrace the old-fashioned now. I'm into it because I don't like where we're headed. So I'm going to go keep it back. Do we have a need to intervention with 1 foot and 5D and show her all the neat features, right?
I think so.
I feel a video coming. We're going to instruct Alara on what new things can come with cars. Do they drive themselves yet? They drive themselves. The Tesla ones do.
There are some.
I don't want my car driving it. Skynet is not driving me anywhere.
No, look, I'm with you on that.
No.
I don't think I'd feel comfortable with that.
Absolutely not. We have a floating continent tonight, guys. It's taken awfully long, but we can spare the time on today's show. We think. All right, floating continent. We may or may not be going a little bit into the man behind the NASA and DARPA warp drive programs. We will be playing the 1997 Art Bell call that Foil just loves.
I do.
Whatever conspiracy theories Foil's already sold on, this was her cognitive dissonance, this call. She was like, oh, that's it. I was right. I know I'm right. It's going to happen. So anyway, we're going to play Foil's Art Bell call because I know this is really important to her.
It popped up and it felt like a sign.
It felt like a sign.
Yes.
Pause buttons. Do they have a pause button in the car, Toots? I've never heard of a pause button in the car. Yeah, but Skynet's not driving me nowhere. I like my key. And I like my clicker. I don't even have a clicker, do you? Was that even third person that I just did?
Uh-huh. Well, that kind of.
You don't. But I spoke to myself. Yeah. I spoke to my third person self in third person though. That was wicked smart. How did I do that? That's a whole nother level, Foil. I mean, I speak to myself in third person, but that was like speaking to my third person in third person.
Are you asking yourself questions again?
I think I am. Yeah, I believe so. Thank you. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the Space Force news now. On that note, we're going to wrap up Alara's monologue since she has clearly gone off the deep end.
Space Force.
Oh man, I did it again. You distracted me. I didn't get
Arg?
I didn't get rid of Space Mouse. Oh well. It happens. I feel like I'm forgetting something else right
I
now.
love how you just blame me.
Because I do blame you. You're my wingman. I blame you for everything. That's the way that this works.
Fantastic.
That's the way that this works.
Hey, Miracle Girlie.
TikTok says that would be the
thanks.
fourth person. That was the fourth person? Okay,
Well,
so I could talk in third person and fourth person. That's quite an ability. I don't know
I
anybody else
think
who
it
can
was
do that.
third person talking to second person.
That's probably technically more like it, but we'll go with TikTok's answer. We'll go fourth person.
Right.
Hey,
Miracle
good job
Girlie,
on
thank
good job
you.
on Red Pill earlier, TikTok. I was lurking.
Oh, did I miss
lurk.
it?
I lurk a lot. Yeah, TikTok was on
Awesome.
Red Pill.
I'll have to go back and check that out.
Yeah, it was
awesome.
great. Miracle Girlie coming with the super
Thank
chat.
you.
Alara might what? I might what?
Really
Alara might really be
Medea.
Medea. Love you, girl. Who's Medea?
What? Oh, we have so much to do, Alara. We're just gonna leave it
I want
alone
to do
for now.
whatever it is that you want to
I'm
take
gonna
me to
hip
do
you
it.
to Medea.
You always
at
get
some
me in
point.
trouble, Foil.
Bruh. You're not even here yet.
I know. You get me in trouble through the internet. Takes talent. You know? Space
I'm
Force.
definitely a talented troublemaker.
Space-
Thank you, Tesla Dub, for the can.
We are 23 minutes into the show and have not even started the news, Foil.
Go.
You know? Just not even started it. Just rambling on in the fourth person. Like it's the thing to do. Space Force to consider space sustainability and any future conflict. The U.S. military will take space sustainability factors into account should it have to respond to an attack on its satellites, a Space Force official said on September 16th. The Defense Department is preparing for future military conflict with China or Russia in space, something top officials increasingly see as all but inevitable. Well, that's great.
Imagine that.
Asked at the conference if the military took space sustainability into consideration when preparing options to respond to an attack in space, Broder said, it absolutely does. When we create our response options, that is absolutely part of the calculation. What's this going to do to the overall sustainability of the environment, he said, including extending that to how an adversary would react. If our actions creates another I can feel something in the chat, so I'm not going to look at it, Foil. Nor am I going to look at you. If our action creates another reaction where our adversaries respond in a debris-causing action, that environment is going to affect everyone. See, this is why we need space garbage people. It's probably the most important job we
This is
could
what they
have.
were talking about, having the trash people. Thank you, Sean Joe, for the cookie. He literally was talking about we need trash trucks in space and trash people to drive the trash
do.
trucks.
I'll take it.
I'm with it.
It doesn't sound like such a bad job. Oh, what's going on, Mr. Fox? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you,
Hello.
friend. And Wonder Mod, always good to see you. All right, where were we? Michael Hill with the cookie. Here's your very own space cookie. Racking them up, Foil, racking them up. We got our own space cookie now.
Boop, boop.
All right. Okay, so where were we? Broder echoed criticism by others in the military, including Chief of Space Operations General John Raymond, about overclassification of military space capabilities. We have hurt ourselves through our classification red tape, he said. Reducing classification helps us not only integrate better, but it helps us message what our intentions are. That's what I think, too. I think we should declass it all. Let's just do it right now. Full disclosure. Why wait? Wouldn't that just make things so much simpler? If nothing's classified.
I'm down.
Right? Who's in? Who wants everything declassified right now?
You know what? There's some stuff we got to have classified because people are crazy.
Well, I'm sure they got some super groovy stuff out there that's ultra woo at this point.
The ultra woo,
Ultra
the
woo,
over woo.
ultra woo weapons that not even, the
Right.
bad guys in space know about. You know what I mean? They're like in another compartmentalized program. Right? They can keep those classified. Just decloak the ships, man. That's all I want. Just decloak
That's all.
the
right?
ships. Just decloak the triangles and I'd be happy. Just that.
I know.
I'd be
I
jumping
know
for
you
joy in the backyard. Like, woohoo! That's my mission, dude. Well, that's not my only mission, but it's definitely a huge part of my mission. That's for sure. Okay, so he noted that the presentation he gave at the Amos conference likely would have been possible a year ago because of classification issues. Classification issues. He also discussed concerns about both Chinese ASAT capabilities and Russian tests of a nesting doll satellite, where one satellite released another with a kinetic kill mechanism. So like
that sounds
about kinetic kill
horrible.
robotic arms, and homeboy that was working on the warp drives. Guess what he did for NASA before he started working? Or if he got moved into the warp drives with NASA, he was working on the robotic arms. I'm just saying. This is not the same conditions that we've been accustomed to in space, he said. This is becoming the norm. He's working on the robotic arms. I mean, you know.
Yeah, but there was another version of this article where they were literally talking about we needed space trash truck.
We do need space trash trucks, spaceship, space. What do we call a spaceship that picks up trash? And then what do they do with the trash?
A garbage ship.
Garbage ship? We'd come up with a more clever name than garbage ship.
I don't know. Trash. I'm just all about the garbage people.
Come on, Foil. Come with the wit today. Why are you so slow today?
I don't feel good.
I know you don't feel good. Okay. I'm a slave driver, guys. I make her come to work.
Why am I so slow today? That's. Dang.
Space Invader shape-shifting tic-tac UFOs buzz. Let me find out that Lockheed makes those, dude. Let me find out that the whole thing, dude, since day one of there are UFOs, they're real, that they haven't showed us not near one of those ships is an ET ship. It's all us playing games with ourselves.
Yeah.
Are there aliens? Are there not aliens? We don't know. And the whole time they're showing us footage of our own ships. I would like to know who makes the Tic Tac, though. I mean, I'm not saying there aren't some alien spacecraft out there that look similar to the Tic Tac. I'm just saying.
I saw some pretty good arguments for this being made by.
I feel intuitively that we have this. This is ours.
We probably do. Thank you, Belushi, for the cookie.
What do you think about those? Man, the Dragonfly drones. What's the deal with those?
I don't know. They have some sort of a I told you about the alien.
Do you think they're from the future?
Script.
Do you think
they've got some kind of self-activating software? But I don't know.
Are they from the future? Do you think they're from the future, Foil?
I don't know, dude.
Do you think they're ours or ET?
I think we are working on that tech in the Carrot program.
Do you think?
I don't know if it's back engineered or what.
All right, so this is the pictures he got of this Tic Tac. Jason Surasey. Jason Surasey filmed several strange orbs and pill-like objects over the Air Force Base and posted them on his YouTube channel and his Instagram. Looky here. Does that look like the Tic Tac, though, Foil? It's got like a yellow line in the middle type of thing. I don't know. I'm not an expert.
Literally looks like a flying pill. Thank you, Leah Worth, for the canned terrestrial trash trollers.
And look at Buckley. Look at Buckley.
The Greek for the cookie and Sean Joe for the cookie.
Buckley's got these white balls. Let me find out those are ships. Like for immediate release, you know, like when you have the what do you call it? The fire extinguishers. You know what I mean? When there's a fire, you got to break the glass. Or is that the hose or the fire extinguisher? That's the hose. Emergency release, and you break it, take the hose out, put the fire out. In buildings, you know, like schools. When's the last time you've been in a school? But anyways, look at these white balls at Buckley. Let me find out those are like emergency escape hatches for like planet Earth. For the Space Force. No, I'm just saying. Like they're like, what if they were like UFOs? You could just press a button and whoop, they're gone. You know what I mean? I mean, it's weird. There's big white ball looking things all over Buckley.
They have them on top of ships too, like ocean sailing.
She's looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, this chick's crazy. I'm not crazy. That is weird that there's big giant white balls all over Buckley.
We can believe that they're escape hatches, right? Or ships.
Like the Soyuz. You know, like they're like escape ships from Earth. I have a wild imagination, don't I?
They could be.
Big white balls. That's right, Sword of Michael. Big white balls. Hashtag that. The aerial phenomenon were said to have been repeatedly overspotted over Buckley Air Force Base in Aurora, Colorado. The objects appear to change shape, while others are similar to the infamous Tic Tac UFO filmed by U.S. Navy pilots in an infamous encounter in 2004. This clown world's gotten so ridiculous, you can't believe anything anymore. You just can't. It's just all so absurd. The Pentagon UAP report confirmed there had been numerous unexplained encounters between the U.S. military and UFOs, and did not rule out the possibility. It did not rule out the possibility of aliens. You know, I wish they would have just said it. There's aliens, there's ship. Instead of this, I feel like this is, you know, and I should shut up because I'm really going over time right now. But it's very frustrating to me that they didn't just come out and say there's aliens, man. Why this whole, it might be aliens, it might not be. We just don't know, right? Like, it's such a psyop, dude.
If the U.S. government is never, listen, they're never, I don't think they're ever going to just come out and say there were aliens, because that's like saying we've been lying, right? They have to cover their own ass.
You know what they're going to do?
Things land, they'll be like, ooh, what are these?
You know what they're doing?
I'm so surprised.
You know what they're doing? They've got this task force now and this Congress thing going on,
yes,
where they're going to start studying them. So what's going to do? They're going to drag this on and on. And they're going to go,
of course,
okay, we've been studying them. Okay, we've been studying them some more. Oh, we need some more money. We need some more money. We need some more money. Okay,
yes,
all right, guys. We think we found a ship. Okay, we're going to study it. Okay, we studied it. Okay, we think we found another ship. Oh, there's somebody in it. Oh my God, guys, there's aliens. This is going to go on forever. Unless we, the people, do something about it. That's always how it works here. We, the people, have to do something. What? I'm already on my disclosure tirade and we haven't even gone through our articles. I know. But it's true.
Hey, Samwise, thank you for the ship.
Oh, thank you, Samwise. Jason, who lives
and John the Greek, the balls they could be black balls. They could be big black balls.
Oh, it wasn't me.
They could be big brown balls. You know, who knows?
Always be leery of a big white ball or a big white ship, a Tic Tac or a gigantic white ball. Always be leery. Because they like to paint their things white, guys. They really like this white color. I'm serious. My spaceship was white. It was white with tinted windows. White. They like white.
Rocking the tints.
They paint the ships white. So I don't know. The big giant balls at Buckley might be ships. We just don't know. You know.
Thanks for the cookie, Thick Ray.
All right, let's move on since we're totally running out of time. Where were we, Foil? I don't know. Alara's on one today. That's cool, though. Clearly on one. All right. Moving right along on that note. Here we go. All right. Space Force, Kendall Air Force, Space Force leaders discuss gender and racial disparity review.
Yay. I'm so glad they've got their priorities straight. Blue balls. They could be blue balls. All right.
All ball colors matter. Oh, sort of, Michael. So special. 6 of the Department of the Air Force's top leaders appeared together virtually September 16th, discussing the results of a recent racial and gender disparities survey released by the Air Force Inspector General. The survey identified disparities. Did you guys notice today I've moved along from strictly yellow highlighter to multicolored? I did that for you guys. I forget who it was that suggested that I do that. If I insist on highlighting the whole article, I should at least make it different colors. So I did. I listened to your recommendation. And I've highlighted it different colors now. So I hope that you enjoy that. And it's, you know, a little more pleasant to look at rather than looking at nothing but yellow. See, I'm always considering what the people want.
There you go.
Give
survey, the people what they want, Alara.
That's right. The survey identified... The survey identified disparities in recruitment, retention, and promotions among women, Asian Americans, Native Americans, Latinos, and Pacific Islanders after a review released in December identified many of the same issues for black airmen. See? Different colors. Ta-da! Wait, where's this? Ta-da!
Yay! There you go.
Like, there's my Vanna White. Ta-da! Most recent review did find that 1 in every 3 female service members said they had experienced sexual harassment during their careers. Kendall called that figure just not acceptable, with Jones adding that the Air Force is seeking to be as efficient, as effective as we can be in streamlining data collection and supporting survivors of harassment and assault. Beyond harassment, though, Jones also noted that the survey found that 24% of female airmen and guardians decided to delay telling their unit commanders when they were pregnant, fearing that would affect their career opportunities. Bass, the first woman of color to hold her position, also pressed back in her remarks against criticism from some that focus on diversity and inclusion is unnecessary. I might offer that it's probably time to wake up and read the over 17,000 comments from over 100,000 airmen and guardians that have said that there's some challenges. Tauberman, for his part, stressed the need for respectful dialogue on the issue. I can't change hearts and minds if I don't first understand hearts and minds, and I can't understand anything if I'm not willing to listen, Tauberman said. So if it's thinking and if it's conversation, I'd say in general terms it's healthy. It's moving us where we want to be. This is about having conversations, about working together to get through it. We can't do that if we shut anyone down. If it's misbehavior, it's a different thing. So...
Thank you, Sleepless in Georgia, for the shades. We love you.
Thanks, Foil. Hard at work. All right, let's see here.
Look at that.
Yeah, what is this here? Oh, this is Elon. Okay.
Right?
Okay, here we go.
All right, there we go. Right.
Stop laughing at me. I thought you were feeling too crappy to troll me today, Foil.
I am,
Whoops.
but I can't help it.
That didn't work out, did it?
The King of Mars.
Here we go. Elon.
Right.
There's aliens. Man. Why now? They put you up to it or what?
No, it just happens. I don't know. I have no control over it, man.
Elon Musk says there are UFOs, sparking Twitter frenzy as Congress to set up unit to probe mystery craft. So this is what he said. I'm not saying there are UFOs, but there are UFOs.
Hey. There you go.
Dude. Now Musk has seemingly said he believed there could be visitors from another world. He tweeted, I'm not saying that there are UFOs, but there are UFOs. This sparked a huge response on Twitter, with many asking him if he knew more about the existence of aliens. Of course he does. Of course he does. Of course he knows all about the aliens. He has to. He
just says he doesn't so he can launch. Like, I'm convinced. He has to say that.
Or it's, so I've got my own theories on why Elon tells us he doesn't know.
Or he is an alien, Or
he's one of them.
Yeah, he could be one of them.
I mean, if we go with, we don't need to go all the way down that rabbit hole right now, but with what Elon could or couldn't be or should or might be or,
Hey.
Woo, that's going to be. Hey, we could do a whole conspiracy couch episode on Elon, right? That would be good. Right. That'd be interesting. All right, so one said, with all the SpaceX flights you did, I'm pretty sure you have tons of monitors into a dark room where you keep watching the classified images your cameras get. But the question is, does NASA monitor it as well? Release the secrets, Elon. Life is too short, right? Please, Elon. Tell the people about the aliens. Earlier this year, Musk said, while he has not seen any evidence of aliens, right? Earlier this year, he said that.
On Joe Rogan.
There could be dead civilizations out in space.
I think he's telling us.
There's space debris out there. Of course there's space debris. But you expect us to believe all the aliens are dead? Like, who's flying the ships that everybody sees all the time? And who are the people that abduct people in their rooms? Because clearly this has been going on for a long time, since what, the 50s? Or maybe even before? Just wasn't widely known. It's just funny to me. Anybody that says there's not aliens to me anymore, I'm just like, what? You know what I mean? Like, what are you up to? Especially somebody
Even my
who owns a
grandfather
rocket
has
company.
conceded that there might be aliens. Like, I'm with you.
He said, I have seen now, everybody's got a different opinion about whether they're extraterrestrial, interdimensional, both, whatever. That's, but there's clearly people that are not us, and they're flying around in spaceships. I said, I have seen nothing to indicate that there is any alien civilization whatsoever. Okay, what? I thought you just said there's alien stuff out there from dead civilizations. I'd be the first to jump on that in a second, but I've seen no such evidence. U.S. legislation contained within the upcoming fiscal year 2022 National Defense Authorization Act calls for the establishment of a permanent office to address UFOs. You see, This, that's what this is how this is gonna go on forever unless we do something about it. It is. They're gonna drag this on for.
Yeah, of course. They're gonna have
50 or
studies
100
and,
years, man.
Panels and task forces and such. Of course.
I really got excited when that first report came out. I thought, we're going to get something. That was the biggest nothing burger. I mean, there were still things to find in it. We found stuff, but that was like the biggest. Speaking about blue balls, guys. Speaking about blue balls.
Yeah, gray balls don't matter, guys. They don't have balls.
My God, was that a blue ball situation? All right, SpaceX Inspiration 4 mission delivers first magical images from orbit. This is what we get, guys, from the Inspiration 4. This is it here. This was their cool little.
That was the first ones. There were some other ones that came out.
This is their cool little. That's it. Come on, foil. Look, we get to see. That's it. Hold on. Take this off.
I told you about that flannel.
Dude, it is just not that time of the year yet. It's not. It was a good idea, but
it is not flannel month yet.
Okay.
Right?
No, it's not Secret Space Flannel Month. SpaceX Inspiration 4 mission delivers. Okay, I already said that. So look, this here is what we get here, guys. That's it. We get that, and we get this. Oh, man. We get this. Yep. Look at that. That's what we get. That's it. That's all. What else do we get? Oh, that's her. What else do we get? Inside the ship. Who's taping him videotaping outside?
That's what I was asking myself.
Hold on. Who's taping him videotaping outside? Like,
there's another one where it shows the Earth.
Tripping.
There's another one that shows him like that, taking a picture of the Earth, and it shows the Earth in the background. And that was my first question. I mean, maybe they have an arm mounted outside.
An arm with a camera?
Mm.
For taking pictures of the people inside taking pictures?
Yeah, why not? It's like Inception for pictures. I don't know. Photoception. Who knows? I don't know. Thank you, Joyful June, for the cookie. All balls matter. Right.
Look at these guys. Agree. They look super excited.
Yeah, they're hyped.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Studio Garvin, for the can.
I don't know.
Much love to you guys.
I'm not seeing. I don't know.
Dash cam on the ship.
And here's their video. Look,
says.
And here's their video. Look. This is what I'm talking about. Like, they're in their thing. Yes.
Isn't there like a whole Netflix
hold
thing?
On. I gotta put the sound on. I'm gonna tear any video that you put out apart. Yes, I will do that, and I will continue to do that. Because there
was like a whole Netflix documentary about these guys. I know, but it's Elon. I mean, come on, for God's sakes, this is the man that gave us Space Mouse.
But look, right? Come on, man. You just reminded me of our mascot, Space Mouse, right? You want to talk about suspect.
Booking.
But it's a great
mascot. We're
mascot.
seeing the world every 90 minutes. That's how fast we're traveling around.
So look,
it's pretty incredible.
Okay, we got this video.
We're excited you're here to join us today.
Oh, we're going to get to see
the crew of Inspiration.
We're going to get to see the Earth, right? Let's see how much we get to see the Earth in this video. Let's.
4, and then we're going to show you around some of the cool.
For joining us
no
here
Earth
on Crew
yet.
Dragon.
As we think the views will be pretty incredible.
Let's see the views, buddy. We want to see them.
And while we're
Show
getting our
us
forward
the
hatch
view.
open right here for this big reveal, we just want to thank everyone back at home who's been taken care of back on Earth. And top on our list right now is conquering childhood cancer.
Here we go. Let's see the big reveal.
Oh, look at that. That's
Hi everyone. That? Unfortunately, we've just gone into darkness. But you can see right above us, over there. Hopefully, you're getting a good view of that. The night lights. And so every time we go into darkness, we get this.
Or was Elon trolling us?
No, that was me. Hey, thanks for the can.
Amazing
I think he's talking to you, Alara.
That looks like the Aurora. Oh wow.
What are your tattoos of?
Oh, that's an episode of Conspiracy Couches. What that is, TikTok. We can't be going into that on Space Force News. That gets very complicated. It gets very complicated. But yeah. But I have Bible scripture tattooed in Aramaic. If you're asking about the writing, that's what the writing is. It's Romans 5:1-5. So, all right. Now I'm looking for Earth
We have an
here.
aurora event. It looks like off to our right. I hope you guys can see that.
Can we see Earth? Look, Earth?
No.
Nope.
They
Nope.
said they went into
We can
darkness.
put our head in
Nope, nope.
and
They just
have
happen to
say
go
our
into
habit-
darkness and we can't see the Earth.
Right.
Isn't that
magic.
interesting? Just like magic. Look.
It's
like
wrong.
any Earth? Nope, nope, nope. Earth?
Equipment we brought on
No.
board. Maybe we can
We're just gonna
experiment,
film each other.
including,
We're in space, but we're going to film each other and not the Earth.
I know, right?
Right?
intrajugular,
Because that's what everybody wants to see. Is us floating.
It's been really interesting to see the
Right?
body
Look.
to
Look, no
Hey,
Earth.
everyone.
No Earth. Nope.
Of the Dragon capsule.
Nope. Nope.
We're going to be bringing more of our humanities with us, and so
What's that?
along with art
Did you see that
and
thing
music, and so
floating
we
out there?
have
Where-
this
what is
custom
that?
ukulele that was made.
I don't
it's
know.
got
A
our
reflection?
I4, patch there, and it's right there, inlaid on the
Oh,
fretboard.
What is
so
that?
impressed
Been a
What,
lot of
what,
fun
what is
that.
the view out
getting
that
some
window right
practice
there?
on
What
some
is
music
that?
while we're floating around the earth. So I can play a little for you, but
Do we get any Earth action here?
it goes on.
Oh, come on.
I don't know what's
Flips
going
and
on
Nothing.
there.
Look, no Earth.
got a lot of history in spaceflight. It's the
Did you hear that, folks? We fell into darkness. You don't get to see any shots of the Earth. That's it. That's all you get. Wah, wah,
Seems
wah.
super sus, right?
Kind of weird, man. The FAA releases initial report on Boca Chica launches, and it's not terrible. The Federal Aviation Administration released a draft environmental review of SpaceX plans for orbital launches from South Texas on Friday, kicking off a 30-day public comment period. It's all the colors, man. They started to bleed in because, I've got activated third eye, and I was like, what's happening right now? And then, yeah, I'm okay now, though. I'm glad you were so concerned, Foyle.
Yes.
The long-awaited
What?
procedural step is the first of several regulatory hurdles that SpaceX must clear before obtaining final permission to launch its Super Heavy booster and Starship upper stage from a site near Boca Chica, Texas. Such a launch likely remains months away, but it now appears that the feds will ultimately greenlight South Texas for orbital launches. That seemed far from assured before today. That's a shock. All right? Very shocking news, Foyle, that they cleared it. The document, formerly called a draft programmatic environmental assessment, evaluates the potential environment impacts of SpaceX Starship program, including launch and reentry. For the large majority of these analysis, the FAA document finds no significant impacts. An independent assessment found noise levels to be manageable. Remember we were talking about this, last week or the week before, Foyle, how we didn't know how well this was going to go down? But they've cleared it all. Everything's all golden to launch
they're
this
taking
gigantic
public comment.
rocket in that area.
Yes.
It's okay. They've said it's okay.
Great.
One
Great
exception
plan.
came under the biological resources category. The FAA has determined the proposed action would adversely affect species listed under and critical habitat designated under the Federal Endangered Species Act. However, there may be a way to mitigate these impacts. Another potential area of concern is excessive road closures of Highway 4. This may be one reason why SpaceX is proposing an average of 5 Super Heavy launches per year during the operational phase of the program. Following the release of the draft assessment, the FAA will hold virtual public hearings on October 6th and 7th before the public comment period ends on October 18th of 2021. Following this, the FAA will issue one of 3 rulings: a finding of no significant impact, also known as FONSI, a mitigated finding, or a notice of intent to prepare an environmental impact statement, also known as FONSI. Why do they all have the same name? Anyway, would allow the formal launch licensing process to proceed. If a full environmental impact statement is needed, launches from South Texas would likely be delayed by months, if not years, as more paperwork is completed. Thank you, Miracle Girly, for the super chat. Here's $5 to get back to all yellow. The LGBTQ highlighter might be worse.
Signed, the Angry Unicorn. Oh, that's great.
Oh, that was so good, Miracle Girly. Thank you. That was so good. Oh, whoops.
Oh, Lord.
I clicked the wrong button. Have mercy. She got me with the LGBTQ highlighter comment. Woo, Miracle Girly. When she comes with those comments, she does come with them. I'll give her that. All right, so moving on, Foil, because Alara's done with her section. Well, kind of done. Except I'll probably go on another tirade a little bit later.
I'm
so
sure
we'll be moving on now. Hey, I don't have my Stream Deck anymore. It gets really challenging with all these monitors to try to click on the right button, you know? And we know I should have experience, though, because I'm old-fashioned and I use the clicker, right? You'd think I'd have experience clicking the right button, but no. I still prefer the old-fashioned key. Lock the door. Then I know it's locked or unlocked.
Good luck with that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Foil, hit it.
Yeah. Right. Man, there's a lot going on with as far as defense this week. I know you guys caught that horrific press conference that Chiden gave the other day with his friends from the UK and Australia. So they've formed a new defense pact that they're calling AUKUS, which is Australia, the UK, and the US, right? NATO and its relevance is becoming less and less as we move forward, and clearly China is a threat. I mean, this is what they are reorganizing our forces for whatever good that's going to do. So recently, they decided to enter into this three-way defense pact with Australia and the United Kingdom. They're going to be sharing information. They're going to be sharing, deployments and resources and all sorts of things, but they're starting out by helping Australia build nuclear submarines. Now, not nuclear armed submarines, but nuclear powered submarines, right? And what's really crazy about this is that Australia had a contract with France, right, to build these same subs that they then pulled out of. Not only that, but France wasn't even invited to the party, and they were big pissed. Nevertheless, they got together the other day and announced this to the public. China clearly was pissed, and France called it a stab in the back. As I said, NATO is becoming less and less relevant. We're just going to have to see where they go with this, but they are reformatting our defense treaties, and then they're setting up like we've got the Quad. Everything is kind of being geared towards the Asian theater. We've got these, instead of having this one overarching defense group like NATO, we're going to have these small multilateral defense agreements with various nations, depending on what they can bring to the table, as opposed to having, one large organization where we're funding the majority of it. Not to say that they're going to scrap NATO completely, but like I said, we're seeing the rise of different alliances. We're going to have different trade alliances. We're going to have different defense agreements. We're going to have information sharing alliances. It's just going to be whoever can bring what to the table, and we'll form an agreement with them. And that's kind of where they're going. But France was really mad. If you click on the next article.
Yes, ma'am.
Not only did they call it a stab in the back, but they literally were so pissed.
It's not my fault.
It's all good. I know Fox News always does that.
You know how they do us? Yeah.
They have that automatic shit that plays.
Oh, there's these two.
Right. So France, there they are.
Shame.
I know, right?
Poor gal. France
recalled its ambassadors to the United States and Australia because they were so upset about the pact signed by the two countries. At the request of the French president, they immediately recalled their ambassadors, for consultation. Like I said, France and Australia already had an agreement to build these same submarines that they then just withdrew from and decided to go build them, I think, in Brisbane, Australia. But they should give the Australians more of a reach as far as their submarines go. Nuclear powered subs are definitely a better option than what they have. And I mean, with what they see as threats that are coming, it actually kind of makes sense. Go ahead.
Kaboomer coming with the phone. Thank you for the phone, my friend. Belushi coming with the cookie. These treaties are important and power moves are going down.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Because China is this is the place to watch. I mean, this is part of the reason that they, and I still think it was stupid. Part of the reason they pulled out of Afghanistan was to be able to reorient our forces to deal with, the Indo-Pacific region, right? They should have kept Afghanistan, though. That gave us a front on the other side of China. They should have kept it. We should have stayed even with a small force and held those bases, but I guess we're way past that now. We're way past that now. So we saw something interesting happen like the day before the Aukus Pact was announced. If you pull up that third article.
China?
Yeah.
Yes,
China
ma'am.
sparks World War III fears after warning that their warships will sail into U.S. waters near Hawaii amid the South China Sea dispute. We have talked on this channel, I don't know how many times, about how China really feels like the entirety of the South China Sea is just theirs. That's their territorial waters. They keep laying claims, even to waters that are clearly in economic zones of other countries and all sorts of things. They don't care. So we were talking last week about how we had deployed the Carl Vinson Carrier Strike Group that had gone into the area carrying the new, was it the F-35s, went in there and sailed through the South China Sea. And not only at that, but they did what they called a freedom of operation exercise, where they cruised within a couple of miles of the Spratly Islands that China has been claiming.
Yeah.
Right. So China was mad. So naturally, they said, and you got to understand, anytime somebody at the Global Times prints an article, this is the CCP saying something without the CCP. It's direct. They're directly and indirectly saying it. And their editor-in-chief tweeted out, hopefully when the Chinese warships pass through the Caribbean Sea or show up near Hawaii and Guam, the U.S. will uphold that same standard of freedom of navigation, basically threatening us. The United States, and they said that day will come soon, right? In the United States, I mean, the Navy was pissed. He was like, we have been upholding standards of freedom of navigation longer than the PLA Navy has even existed. Like, what are you talking about? China, like I said, they literally claim 1.3 million square miles of the South China Sea like it's just theirs, right? They don't want to let anybody go through there without permission. They have sank fishing vessels and all sorts of things. Right.
Yeah, west of the rest is right. CCP will continue to push until they get pushed back, which I'm getting none of that from Biden.
I know, right? Well, remember remember last week he gave him a phone call, like, hey, what are you guys doing? Like, because they were dissing on on Biden's minions. They didn't want to have talks with the minions, even when Biden called. Nothing got accomplished. This is what happened. And then the day after they threatened to send warships, to Hawaii, we come out and announce this Aukus Pact. Right, which really had them upset. And not only are they messing with the United States and trolling us or pushing us just to see how far we'll go, they're really messing with Japan.
Yeah.
Right, and we have talked about that too at several points. There are.
You want to pull up Japan?
There's an island chain, the Senkaku Islands, right? That is Japan. That's Japan's territory, like point blank period. It has been for the longest. Obviously, China has laid claim to the same territory, and so they've been fighting over this. We remember that a couple of weeks ago, China had come out and said that if Japan would try to defend Taiwan, they would preemptively launch a nuclear strike. If they even felt like Japan was about to defend Taiwan, they would launch a nuclear strike on Japan, right? Which was just that insane, right? So now they're saying Japan has drawn their red line, like their line in the sand is this claim about the Senkaku Islands. The Japanese defense minister gave an interview to the reporter at CNN and said that they would unquestionably defend these islands, right? And that they were going to be matching China ship for ship and beyond if necessary. And China has been, China after the Second World War, after the little shenanigans they pulled, with the Axis, they were limited to what is called a self-defense force, where they were allowed to have some things, but it was supposed to be only defensive. Well, they may still call it a self-defense force, but it's not. It's their military. I mean, they ordered some of these F-35 jets, and they've been converting warships into aircraft carriers to carry these things. They're building new destroyers and missiles and submarines, and just, they're going the whole extra mile. And even though their spending is nothing near what China spends on defense, Japan has seriously stepped up their game. And obviously they've entered into, and we've talked about this, defense pacts with India. They're in several other, defense agreements with countries in the South China area. Like, they're ready to go. Obviously we will have their back. You would think. I shouldn't even say that like as an assumption with America at this point that we would back our allies, because
you would think,
who knows, but theoretically we should have their back. So I mean, this may be a potential point of escalation here soon, because China, like they said, they're from now on they're going to match them ship for ship over there. Like, and if it goes there, it just goes there. Like, they're not going to step down. West of the West says aircraft carrier self-defense. They still call it their self-defense force, but that's only in name. Right. That's only in name. Like, at this point, they're way past that.
All right. Well, on that note, Foil, what do you think?
Right. About that time.
It's about that time.
Nature break.
See what this guy's doing.
Oh yeah, this is so cute.
Aww.
Right?
Aww. Friends.
I know. He made my heart happy with the little butterflies.
Oh, they like his vibe. Oh, so cute. I could watch this on repeat like 10 times.
Right. He's like, what is going on here?
He's like, this is cool though, I don't mind. What was that? And something just flew by me right when that was going on. That was weird.
Oh boy.
It wasn't a butterfly. It didn't land on my nose, so it really wasn't that great of an experience, but something flew by.
Mom, go!
Hold on, what do we have here?
I don't even remember which ones these were. Which one is this? Oh yeah, this is kind of awesome. Watch this.
To it. It's gonna drown, Dean. Yeah, look.
Aw, poor dear.
Where did the mom go?
Just wait.
It's gonna come fast, Dean.
Oh, is Dean gonna get it? Please tell me Dean's gonna get it.
Oh no.
Come on, Dean, get the deer.
Right, look, the deer's like, oh no, oh no.
Come on, Dean, you got this. You got this. Oh, pulls him up by the ear. Look at that.
What's he doing?
Right.
Oh, good job, Dean.
Right. Look at Dean saving deer and whatnot.
Dean saved the day. Look at that, guys.
It's gonna drown, Dean.
Right. Oh, that poor little thing.
What is it about the D's? Doug? Doug saved it. We got Dean.
Dougs and Deans.
All the D names, they just saved the day, it looks like. Look at that. Good job, Dean. We're really proud of you.
Right.
Compassion in action, saving a deer that fell into the canal. That was great. All right, this I've seen this. This is great.
Which one is this? I forget.
This is the lady with the horse. Who does this? Now,
oh yeah.
Correct me. If you have horses and this is normal. This is a normal thing to do when you have horses. Please correct me. But as far as I know, this is not really normal thing to do when you have horses. This is rather cute.
It's awesome, though.
This reminds me of something I would do if I had a horse. This is something
you
I would do.
completely do this if you had a horse.
And that's completely. This is probably good that I don't. But look, this is the cutest thing. Look at this. Who does this? The horse has a bed in the barn.
Yes.
It has a barn bed.
It does. Look at that.
She's putting it to bed in its barn bed. It has a pillow. Looks like it's made of horsehair.
Watch. Look how it's grabbing for its blanket.
It has a blanket.
Yeah, look. He's grabbing his blanket.
It has a blankie and a pillow that match.
Isn't that great? Oh, look. It loves
My
it.
bedding doesn't even match like that. Look at this.
Aw. That horse loves its life. Look at that.
Dude, that horse is... I'd take that horse's life. Isn't that just the cutest thing? Let's watch the lady put the horse to bed one more time.
Right.
Why not? I mean, how can you be upset, stay mad, stay angry, stay in a bad mood?
When there are people putting horses to bed like this.
Putting horses to bed in barns with matching bedding.
I know, right?
And the horse knows the routine and pulls its blanket up.
Yeah. Look, he's like, hey. Come on now. Look. Aw.
Yeah. Don't leave the feet out, lady. Don't leave the feet out. Yeah, you'd think she'd make it longer, though. Like maybe, like a California king size, so the feet had somewhere to lay. You know what I mean?
That blanket probably is big. That horse is just big.
But look, the feet are like sticking out like that. You'd think they'd make it a little bit extended so the feet could...
He's clearly not worried about the horse.
But then if they did that, how would the horse get on the bed? Think about it.
I can't sleep
Work
with
it
my
out
feet
in your head, Foil.
even slightly off the mattress.
How would the horse get itself up on the bed if that was all bed right there? It needs that to get its launch.
Well, yeah.
itself
I
up.
thought you were talking about the blanket. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Obviously.
Lucid Leopard,
Thanks,
coming
Lucid.
with the cookie. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I guess that's enough of nature break, huh? All right.
Well, isn't there like one more? I thought was really
no,
cute.
there was 3.
Something.
I think that's sufficient. I could have brought more, but I thought 3.
I thought I had the one with the bird that robbed the store.
I thought you did too. Where did it go?
I don't know. But I love when birds.
I saw the one with
things.
Oh, that one's on Reddit, dude. Yes, there is 3. All right, guys. Oh, I was just kidding. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. A bird robbing a store. We have to do that because that's
Who doesn't want to see that?
Who doesn't want to see that?
That bird is gangster.
Look, it knows the doors are automatic.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even have to open the door.
What? The lady coming to try and get. He's like, oh hell no, nope. Back up.
My sandwich.
Right.
Look,
right.
Is it a sandwich he's got?
Yeah,
he
it looks
even knows
like
what he wants. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Look, he's looking out for the humans.
Right.
Before he rolls out the store. Look.
Nope. He was like, doop, doop, doop.
He knew what she was going to do.
Juke.
He wasn't having it. Like, no, lady. My sandwich.
Taking mine.
Steal your own.
He worked for that.
Steal your own. Yeah, he did. Automatic doors, man. Even the birds are upgrading, guys. Even the birds are upgrading. You know what I mean?
Man.
Okay, so on that note, I think it's time for...
Science!
Alzheimer's. Am I saying that right? Probably not, but it's fine.
Alzheimer's?
This is fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Old timers. I've heard it called old timers, whatever works.
Yeah.
So this is actually kind of an important study, right?
Neo said, I think it's a taco.
Could have been.
Probably.
Could have been.
Probably.
Right?
Taco sandwich,
so,
at the very least.
Taco sandwich?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of witchery is that?
I don't know. I could probably make one, though. I'll come up with it. I'll do it. You know what I mean?
Bruh.
Yeah,
but it'll be vegan. Like, even the birds don't want vegan taco sandwiches.
I can make stuff that's not vegan, Foil. Believe it or not. I don't make vegan food for my friends. They wouldn't eat it. I make them regular stuff. I do.
Fantastic.
But no, I'm not lying. I wouldn't cook meat. I won't cook meat. I'll let you cook it near me, though. That's about it. Or you can bring it to the picnic. I'm cool. Or the barbecue. I'd go to a barbecue where everybody's cooking meat just to be with my friends.
Well, I would imagine.
I would.
I can't even imagine what a vegan
next to the grill,
barbecue would be like.
I know. Wow.
That's probably like the most. I don't even want to.
I just
ponder that.
I bring
as
my
a possibility
veggies. I bring
life.
my little veggies. I bring my little grill. I grill my own little veggies. I sit in the corner, do my own little thing. That's just what I do. It works out. I still get to be with my friends, and they can eat their meat.
There you
Everybody
go.
can party.
Right. That's what matters.
Everybody's happy. It's a happy world.
That's
okay.
what matters.
I'll shut up now about vegan tacos at barbecues. I wonder how barbecued vegan tacos would be, or barbecue vegetable tacos. Well, look, listen here. Portobello mushrooms, when you grill them and you put barbecue sauce on them, it's kind of as good as it gets for meat for a vegan, dude. It's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. I grill them like a steak. I eat it like a steak.
Or
what?
You could eat steak.
Right.
It's delicious.
I get your point. But I like grilled mushrooms with barbecue sauce. It's almost as
You
good.
put mushrooms on your steak, man.
It's as satisfying to me as meat is to you.
You
Foil.
keep telling yourself that.
It's very satisfying. Grilled portobellos for the win, guys. Grilled portobellos for the win. And on that note, shut up, Alara. Okay. Hit it.
Alzheimer's?
Yeah. Third time's a charm.
So this is actually kind of an important study. So for the longest, they have known that there was some kind of tie between amyloids that accumulate or aggregate in the brain and form plaque, right? They suspected
that these brief interruptions. I see that Nicki Minaj has joined us on the foxhole. Isn't
fantastic.
That great? And
I am stoked about that.
Nikki says Portobello is the other dark meat. She's right.
Well, if she says it, then I believe it now.
I'm so glad she finally joined us, though, on the foxhole. This is the place to be. I'm glad you made it.
It is? Yes. Welcome. Right? Can I talk about the old timers now?
Yeah, you can. Sure.
So, right, these amyloid proteins accumulate in the brain. They form plaques that cause neuron damage, and then you lose your head, right? As we can see with President Biden. So now, what they have done is that they have done some experiments on mice, always with the mice, man. I'm sorry, that's just how it goes. And they think that they have evidence enough to suggest that these amyloid proteins are actually originating in the liver, right? And that it goes from your liver up into your brain. So they're thinking if they can stop it where it starts, instead of they've tried, I can't tell you how many studies they've done and how many treatments they've tried, that some have helped, but for the most part, there's really not a whole lot they can do with that. But they think if they can stop it at the liver from ever getting to the brain, obviously they can make a serious impact on the effects of Alzheimer's. So they did some experiments with the mice. They found that there was a buildup of these amyloids in the mice livers, and now they have some working suggestions on how to stop it. As a matter of fact, they have a human trial scheduled with actually an old school drug that's used to control cholesterol, right? They have a human trial set up using Prabucol to control cholesterol that will actually inhibit the formation of these amyloid proteins in the liver, and then that'll stop it from going to the brain. And they think that that's going to work to stop the cognitive decline with Alzheimer's. It's actually really big news. That's actually kind of exciting.
Yeah, we definitely need progress in that department.
Yeah, that's super exciting, right? I think so.
It is exciting.
Right?
It's
what were we talking about the other day?
A terrible way to go, man. It's a terrible.
They said that within the next few years, and you know, it's just rampant speculation here, may or may not be tied to current medications being pushed, but that there would be what was it, between like a 70 and 80% increase in the number of dementia and Alzheimer onset patients.
I believe it. We're seeing alarming increases in a lot of things that are super suspect.
Man,
and
super
sus. That trend's going to continue, unfortunately. We got two timelines playing out here. Two very distinct timelines.
So that could be potentially useful, especially if they can use some like an OG cholesterol med to stop the formation of the amyloid proteins in the first place. That'd be great.
Yeah.
You know.
So the pufferfish toxin holds clues to treating lazy eye in adults.
Well, I know a couple friends.
I got a couple friends that could benefit from some lazy eye treatment. Let me tell you, they're gonna be super excited about this.
Oh, stoked, I'm sure. Right. Well, I mean, dolphins get high on it. You know, it's got to be like a fantastical thing, right? This neurotoxin that they want to use, right? Tetrodotoxin. So their plan is.
It's just kind of scary, man, because what that stuff does to people, and we're gonna use it to treat lazy eye.
Well, normally people with lazy eye, if you catch it when they're young, right? All it is that the brain has not formed the correct pathway to the eye.
Right.
So they will inhibit the strong eye with a patch or whatever for a specified amount of time, which forces the lazy eye to form these new connections, right? And normally, like if you catch it when you're young, it'll fix. Well, now they're thinking that they may be able to even treat adults with this condition. They can inject just the tiniest amount of this tetrodotoxin into the lazy eye or into the strong eye that'll basically make it inept for 2-3 days, and then they can force the lazy eye to form new pathways, neural pathways.
We have a murder hornet in the chat too.
I have
so winning today.
I
what
know,
mean?
right? I keep seeing murder hornet
Wow.
references. I wondered what was going on.
That's fantastic.
That's super exciting.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah, tetrodotoxin. Who knew?
Yep.
Lazy
Injected into the eyeball, right?
Yeah. I've been putting we won't go into my eye right now, but I'm having eye problems right now, guys, and it's fantastic that no one has noticed. But I'm having eye issues. And you know what I've discovered really helps eye issues? I have to say this in a coded way, otherwise they'll want. But that stuff, the bleach, guys, the bleach. I bought some of the bleach, and they know what I'm talking about. This crowd all knows.
They know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
right?
I got some of the bleach, not actual bleach. I got some chlorine dioxide, and allegedly, it turns out maybe I shouldn't go into this because mixing it, putting it in your eye, but it does.
Oh
it
my
works.
God! Oh,
it works.
Allegedly, right?
It allegedly works. I heard this from a friend.
Oh, we're done. We're done.
Right, just totally just. Why did I even have to talk about it? I don't know.
That's all right.
In
any case,
why did I have to talk about it? I don't know.
Right.
Go ahead, Foil.
That's all right. With the, as a matter of fact, they're even using ketamine to treat lazy eye. Ketamine is another magical drug, apparently.
Rub
but
it on
it's
your
crazy.
eyeball or what?
Well, they don't go into how they're using the ketamine, but hopefully they're not smoking it out of light bulbs. I don't know. I'm just saying. Apparently, it's a magical thing. It's fixing all kinds of stuff. What's crazy about this is for the longest time they were speculating that there was a limited amount of plasticity in the brain.
They know about the eye drops. You know how many people in here are like, yeah, I have some of that too. I use it for eye drops. They all know. This crowd is so super ultra woke, dude. They know.
Right.
Awake.
Right.
Ultra woke.
Not medical advice. Exactly.
Yeah, we do not know anything about anything. We do not give
Don't
medical
listen
advice.
to us.
Don't listen to us about medical advice.
No financial advice, no legal advice. We have no idea what is going on.
Yeah, and I don't know.
None.
Some friend just said that's what they put in a dropper in their eye. They could have been lying. I don't have no idea.
Right.
But they said that it works for eye drops.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, it does for some of our friends. Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah, T-Web, the K-hole, right? Hopefully it's not going down like that, but who knows? The pufferfish, right?
Continue.
Hey, that's it. Dolphins get high off of it. It can fix lazy eyes.
It's got a lot of uses.
Apparently.
So next time you see a pufferfish, pat that dude on the back because he's got purpose in life. Okay, he's got a purpose.
Pass the puffy to the left-hand side.
Hey,
right?
Yeah, he's got a lot. The dolphin population will be really upset if you do anything to the puffer population, and so will all the people you'll have dolphins. You'll have lazy-eyed people chasing you riding dolphins if you screw with those dudes.
Yes, tune in, but don't listen to us. Look what a friend indeed said. I was doing horse drugs before it was trendy, man. That's right.
Oh, that's great. That's great. We've got somebody who will volunteer for the lazy eye treatment from the pufferfish and the.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. And on that note. Oh. This show is always so lit, Foil. I don't know what it is.
It's wild.
Microneedle patch penetrates biofilms to treat chronic wounds. Interesting that this comes out. When did this come out?
Just the other day.
September 16th. Just the other day. At the same time that I forget what was that other stuff that we saw, that stuff
you sent to
around,
me about them, right? About them using microneedle patches
How are they using
for everything from the V-scenes and chips, tracking, all kinds of stuff. This could be used in a variety of ways.
It could be used in a very shady way is the point. And now this article comes out. It's like they're trying to what?
Right.
This.
Just put it out in the consciousness. I mean, so sometimes when you have an ulcer or a wound, it'll form this slimy stuff over it. Like, I don't even, it's a patch of what they call a biofilm. I mean, it's basically made by bacteria and what colonies of bacteria that just like stick together and they build up this slimy shit on your skin, right? And they're antibiotic resistant. They tend to be. So you can't put stuff on it and regular treatment doesn't work. So what they've done now is they've developed these microneedle patches that they coat in whatever.
Keep your biofilm, your microfilm, keep it all away from me is all I got to say. I don't want none of it.
And when they put this on somebody, this will go through. I mean, the little microneedles will go through it, they can put the medication through these nasty biofilms. Right. And even if it's bacteria resistant biofilm, it doesn't matter. The medication will pass through with these freaking patches.
What's wrong with, wraps and antibiotic ointment?
Well, if when you've got that, when that biofilm, like on burn victims or ulcers, like diabetic foot ulcers or whatever, you can put whatever ointment you want on it. But if it's a bacteria, if the bacteria is resistant,
right, I get it.
To the medication,
that's great. It's great if we could trust our medical system. It'd be great.
Yeah. Well, listen,
if our medical system was benevolent, it'd be great. But they're not.
Well, a lot of this stuff these are fantastic discoveries that we discuss every week that could do a phenomenal amount of good for the human world. It's not that necessarily that the science is bad or the discovery is bad. It's the power structures that I have a problem with. It's the people finding alternative uses for these technologies that are the problem.
Right. Big pharma. Major problem. Debbie Rouse says, loyal to the foil and Alara, its affiliates are not medical professionals. Look, she has the lines down.
There you go.
Affiliates are not medical professionals. Any info provided is anecdotal among guests also. Therefore, please, I'm waiting for part 2.
Right, part 2 has got to be coming.
She has it memorized. Well,
oh no. Therefore, please do your own research.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. So, loyal to the foil and Alara, its affiliates are not medical professionals. Any info provided is anecdotal among guests as well. Therefore, please do your own research.
Do your own research.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I know this can have good uses, foil. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Well, but you know me, I go to urgent care. I'm like, what's that got in it? Like, stay away. Like, I'm super
what are you doing, man?
Sketch, dude. I am.
I remember you didn't even want them taking your temperature, dude.
Oh no! If they come at me with the gun, I'm like, hey, back up. I didn't say you could do that to my forehead. You guys are getting a little too carried away with your comfort zone on what you can invading people's. Don't invade my auric field, bro. Like, if you come at me, like, I'm gonna get weird. Like, take your gun and you hit my wrist. You can do that. But people get the people, the sheep. They just do what they're told. They just follow orders. They don't even think about what they're doing. You're putting a gun to someone's head. I know it's a temperature gun, but still, you're shooting my pineal gland with your laser. No, thank you. You know how much work it took me? How much fluoride-free toothpaste and good quality love water and about 1 million other remedies it took to get this thing to fire up? Get back up with the laser gun, man. I'm just
shooting my glands with lasers, man.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
Right.
Just no. Maybe there's people in the chat that agree and feel that way. Maybe I'm not the only one, but I do. I don't like to go into any medical building. I avoid it at all costs, and then when I do go in there, it's like Mission Impossible. I got to get in there without getting shot in the head by the laser gun. I gotta check out what, I look at it like it's enemy territory, dude. Like, what's coming at me next? I gotta decode the whole situation and figure out my next strategic move. Like, it's intense going into the medical facilities, man. I know I'm not the only one, so don't act like I'm crazy out there, y'all, because I know I'm not the only one. I'm not alone.
Oh no, they're with you. They're agreeing with you.
You're not alone. See, I'm not alone. Even she said. All right, so we're moving on to the next article. Yeah, I'm in full crazy mode today. Huh?
Right?
Yeah, and I'm cool with it. Totally fine with it. Lara's fine with it.
This is fine.
My pineal gland, my choice. That's right, Stacks. You tell him. You tell him.
Technology.
And you know what the funniest... I'm sorry, I'm going to rant. You know what the funniest part about it is? I used to be one of those people... If you guys would have known me before when I was a full sleeper, like, I was a pill popper... I was all about big pharma. I used to drag around boxes and bags of pharmaceuticals everywhere I went. So this is what happens when you realize, you wake up and you go, oh my God, I was doing all of that to myself. I was my own worst enemy. I believed something was wrong, so something was wrong. Then they gave me more pills that gave me else something was wrong. They gave me more things that were wrong. It was a never-ending vicious cycle of hell. So once you come out of that and you wake up, you're like, oh no. No. Stay far away from me with your pills and your prescriptions and your... You know what I mean? Because you realize that most of those people don't even know what they're doing. They're literally just doing what they're told. And they don't even realize that what they're doing is
they don't even know how it works. Like, they don't even know you got a chemical imbalance. Well, what chemical imbalance? We don't know. Well, how does it work? We're not really sure about that either. But if you take these pills, right? You take these pills, you might be all right. All right.
And I remember getting prescribed pills when I was really young. And they were like, my brand of crazy is great. Okay? It's a great brand of crazy. I know that now. But back when I was a kid, they tried to convince me, oh, here, take these pills. It'll make you... And it made me a zombie, dude. My personality was gone. Even my family coming, well, you're not... I love my animated self. You know what I mean? You may not always agree with me. I may go kind of left with some stuff. I may even at times talk in the third or fourth person. But you know what? I'm me. You know what I mean? And I look back now and I think, man, they were like literally trying to suck my soul, dude, in high school. Like, trying to kill my light, trying to dim my light with these drugs.
But yeah, that's what they're doing to
the whole population.
Vast swaths of the entire population.
Oh, your kid's a little hyper? Here, give him this drug, make him normal.
Right? What? Like, no, it's a kid, man. That's what they do. They're like little drunk monkeys. They just tear shit up. It's fine.
Leave the drunk monkeys alone.
I'm saying.
Jeez.
I'm saying.
Leave the drunk monkeys alone.
Please. They're great fun.
Where were we?
I don't know. NASA taxis.
NASA taxis. Here we go. Sorry, I got
as if they needed to be involved in more stuff.
Ranting today.
It's all right.
Got big pharma, eye drops, and aliens, all of it. Yeah.
So this with the NASA, this is not a surprise, actually. Thanks, Noli's Truth, for the cookie. What was it, like 2 weeks ago? We were talking about the Chinese company Ehang they didn't even go through regulatory agencies. They just started testing their their vertical takeoff and landing, taxis. Basically, they had people flying around in China with them, no regulatory agencies, nothing. Well, we were taking forever. Apparently NASA stepped up and they said, screw that. And apparently in Big Sur, they've been testing their version of an electric air taxi. Now, these are autonomous flying vehicles, right? Obviously the FAA is going to have to moderate their use. But this is just kind of like an autonomous drone tech that they're going to be using. They're trying to put into production. I mean, this is step one, made by a company called Joby. I don't know if that video has anything worth watching in it.
Thank you, Noli's Truth, coming with the cookie. Thank you so much.
Yes, we appreciate you.
I got an idea who Nicki Minaj is. Yeah, I'm gonna watch for a while longer before I make the prediction, but yeah, go ahead. Phil.
Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, now they're gonna work with the FAA to come up with a way to moderate their usage, but they plan on putting these things into production and into use. The next step of the testing will happen in 2022, so hopefully sometime soon we'll have vertical takeoff and landing air taxis.
That'd be great. How are we gonna do the traffic in the sky? We're gonna have traffic people?
The FAA is gonna
is
gonna be monitoring.
They're not gonna stand. We're gonna have lanes. How are they gonna make the lanes? Are they gonna use lasers, or how are we gonna do that?
Well, I mean, they'll probably use the same kind of stuff that they use with aircraft, I would imagine, just closer to the ground. They probably will have designated airspace for these things. I don't think you'll be able to pop over 2 blocks. Like at first, in any case, they'll probably have if you need to go from the airport to the convention center or something, it'll be something standard that they'll have that'll be designated flight lane. They're going to have to restrict just regular drone traffic in the airspace.
Who's going to be in control of
these? Are autonomous.
Yeah, but who's in control? Skynet?
Yeah, Skynet, basically.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, there's not going to be any pilot.
Nope.
Now, there are ones that they've made that would have a pilot, but why would you carry the weight of an extra person to fly it when they can program it? That's how they look at it. They can get more passengers in, and have Skynet run it.
I'll wait till I can have my own air taxi that I can fly. Well, if Skynet's flying it, then they'll get all, it'll all be working together with the FAA. They'll have the air traffic control. Skynet will traffic control itself.
Well, the Canadian GPS for drones. I mean, it'll be the same way that they control aircraft today. Yeah, I mean, they'll track it, monitor its coordinates, make sure it stays in its lane. Like,
I guess I'm picturing like the future when there's tons of these.
When everybody's got their own flying.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm not thinking
like
just
the Jetsons.
A little drone flight through the neighborhood. Like I guess I'm thinking way off in the future.
Well, if you remember, even personal drones, like, man, I know we talked about this, I want to say in like January or February, where the FAA was saying that now even personal drones have to be registered with them. Like, they're monitoring everything in the skies now.
That sucks. At least you could have when we had remote control cars and shit, you didn't have to register those. You could go hard with your remote control car. Man, we should bring that back, Foil. You want to get some remote control cars and build a track or what?
Man, they have some my brother has a couple that he spent quite a bit. They have some nice ones now that you can. Yeah, there's plenty of places out here to do that for sure.
We can be like Robot Wars, but with remote control.
I was just gonna say battle bots. Like, we should just totally go back to battle bots.
We could build really cool ones that we can race and stuff, and then like really crappy ones, like Ginger Billy does with those crappy cars that he turns into spaceships.
Oh, I had a Ginger Billy video, right?
Yeah.
The fire truck.
We could build ghetto RC cars that we can crash.
Truck. Right. Yeah, it'll be great fun.
And then nicer ones that we can like pimp out for a completely different purpose. But we can have the really cheap ones that we just crash and fix.
Right, for something to do. I'm down. I'm totally down.
Great. Let's do that. That would be a lot of fun.
Let's do that. Right.
All right. So let's see here. Moving right along. Proposed new EU regulatory regime.
What regulatory regime for artificial intelligence?
That's what I thought. For artificial intelligence. Yes, ma'am.
Well, so what I wanted to talk about, because this is a really long and in-depth article, but we had already covered when the EU passed the Artificial Intelligence Act, where it was finally a body that was going to try and put some ethical considerations into AI and put some regulatory agencies on the case. Like, this is something that they should have done a long time ago. Well, now they've kind of stepped up their game, and they have come with these categorizations of risk. Now they've made this very helpful graph. If you scroll down, about halfway through.
Yes, ma'am.
You can see where it says risk categorization. You'll start to see the little triangles. So they've made these degrees of risk with AI now.
Am I going way down here? Oh, the little triangles
right there
that they can't read.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah, that's true. My bad. So one of their levels is what they consider an unacceptable risk. And this is a limited number of like particularly harmful AI practices that are completely against what the EU has said should be their core values as far as AI goes, because they violate fundamental rights. And some of the prohibited practices, and I thought this was interesting. Right? This is the EU, not in America, because they're going to totally screw us over here. Some of the prohibited practices are social scoring by governments, right? The exploitation of vulnerabilities of children or disabled people, the use of subliminal techniques that can cause physical and psychological harm, and this is a very narrow live remote biometric identification systems in publicly accessible spaces used for law enforcement purposes. Now, mind you, everything they're regulating, the one thing they left out, and they said it explicitly does not apply to anything the military wants to use, which is shitty. But like, for them to say that they're going to prohibit social scoring by governments, that's fantastic. For them to say that using subliminal techniques, AI subliminal messaging is out, any kind of probably mind reading tech, anything that's going to violate your fundamental right to privacy, that they are coming out now adamantly against, which is good. They've got a slightly lesser category that they consider high risk. And this is for AI systems that are going to be used like as a safety component of a product, or maybe it's, it is in itself a product, but that the product itself is subject to third-party conformity assessment. There's got to be a third party that steps in and keeps an eye on what the stuff is doing. And what they're going with there is
but DARPA's not excluded.
Well, this is in the EU anyway. This has nothing to do with the DARPA would be excluded because they're military, right? Theoretically, if we had something similar, right? DARPA would get away with whatever because it's DARPA. But like now, some of the high risk, again, they're with the biometric identification. Anything that's going to manage or operate critical infrastructure has to have third-party oversight. They consider it high risk. They're to be used extremely limited. Anything used in educational or vocational training or recruiting, anything that would give any kind of access to private or public services, you know, including benefits like government benefits, you know, automated justice system. Like this is something that they've, as a matter of fact, they have developed, I don't know if you guys know this, in the United States, they have developed an AI that has been looking at criminal justice, like the sentencing for different cases, and that gives recommendations. Now, judges still have the final word at this point, but there are counties that will work like the AI gives a recommendation on what sentencing should be based on whatever factors have been fed into the system about the specific person or the specific case, and the judge can go with it or make their own call. But at some point in the future, they're looking to declog the legal system.
The judge is going to be a robot at some point. Let's be real.
Bruh, this is what I'm saying. By having the AI, yes. How crazy is that?
What do you call it when it's a person's part, not bionic, when a person's part robot and part organic, part human?
Cyborg.
Cyborg, yes. Mm-hmm. They're already making it's already happening.
Yeah, well, we're all, I mean, this is one of the arguments is that we're all cyborgs already. Because we're dependent on our phones, we're dependent on our computers.
Well, we're definitely moving in that direction, yes. Right?
Yeah. But it's crazy. Thank you, Belushi, for the cookie.
I rock the flip and I don't have a key fob. Boom. Right. I wish I had a mic to do a mic drop, but I don't.
Belushi says, don't harp on my DARPA, bruh. And the face, right?
I mean,
yes.
I mean, comforting to hear, but still not, you know, me.
It's in the EU anyway.
Right. It's in the
EU. And it excludes the military, which.
Right.
That's, you know, I mean, private companies can still, you know, kind of do their,
you know. Where all the super darkness and super scary.
Right. I mean, at least they're making suggestions, though, right? Yes. At least they recognize that social scoring is inherently a shitty idea,
it's a
you know, or that subliminal manipulation by computers is probably not going to end well. You know what I mean? Like, at least they're making this effort for all the good that these panels of experts end up being. You know, at least they're trying to do something, I guess.
Well, that's good news.
Right?
It's great to get some good news. Sure. All right. Holograms you could touch. You could soon shake a virtual colleague's hand. Well, isn't this exciting, right?
This is kind of weird, right?
What was it, obviously a cyborg?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was just trying to concrete it into my brain computer foil because it struggles sometimes. They gave me a lot of drugs when I was a kid, trying to dim my light, but it didn't work out for them.
Light was too bright, man.
Mm-hmm. You can't shut this light down. Give me a break.
No, ma'am.
Come on now.
No, sir.
Let's be real.
So this is kind of cool. Like when we think,
go ahead. Sorry. She's like,
when we think about holograms, right?
Okay.
You are on one today, bro.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, I
get
it once in a while, just woo. You know what I mean?
That's all right.
You know, normally
I prefer it this way.
Me. Yeah.
I know.
Normally you just come at me, bruh.
I prefer this kind of. Okay. You know, this is my favorite shit anyway.
I'll allow it. Okay, go ahead. I just like to say that. I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Right. Holograms?
Who does Thumper Rose? Can the holograms choke you? What?
Bruh. What are you thinking about?
What? That's your first question?
Is it supposed to be choke or shock? We need to know, Thumper Rose.
I hope it's gotta be choke foil.
Maybe right?
Shock.
I'm sure they'll get there. right? So obviously they can make realistic projections, holographic projections. And obviously when we think about holograms and we can touch, everybody thinks of Star Trek, you know, the holodeck. This is not, we're not quite there yet. What they're doing now is they've developed a system that can use currents, very highly tuned currents of air to create what they call aerohaptics. Like how when you touch, you know, you get a haptic feedback from your game controller or your phone or whatever. Now they have what they call aerohaptics, and they have these little jet streams of air that they can push out to create the feel, you know, of touch.
Oh, can I get a holographic cat?
You probably could. You probably could.
Preferably
At the
one
moment,
that doesn't choke me.
Right. Well, hey, they were able to make a basketball that it felt like you were holding the ball. You could bounce the ball, you could throw the ball, like people felt like they were holding the ball. And they're even getting to the point.
Yeah.
Well, listen, they're even getting to the point now where they can, by controlling the temperature of the air, they can make hot and cold sensations. They're talking about integrating smell with it. Like if you want to, if somebody, you know, you feel like you're holding a flower and they've integrated that the smell of the flower into the airstream, you think you can smell the flower. Like they're really trying to think this out. The University of Glasgow they developed this, you know, like I said, creating feelings of touch with jets of air. It's kind of nifty, you know. So I mean, at the moment it's got to be within this, like it's like a triangle that is missing a side. It's got one side open and the thing projects into the triangle, but you know, within that framework they can create these images and then make it seem like you can feel them.
Hi, Neo Mama. Good to see you. And Stack said you still have to clean the hologram litter box. Wah, wah,
that'd be messed up,
wah.
right? Right.
Okay.
So I don't know. That's interesting.
Cool. I mean, I don't have anything against the holograms, as long as they don't reach out and try to choke me. Yeah, can you punch a hologram? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if the hologram tries to choke me, can I knock it out or what?
You can, I mean, I reckon you could try. I don't know how well that would work. Right.
You got to think ahead, guys. We got to think ahead. Thank you, Sean Joe, for the cookie. We got to think ahead. I mean, you might have to knock a hologram out. It's coming. I'm just saying.
Right.
Right. Imagine you trying.
What if your hologram has gas? That would suck.
Right.
I don't know.
They think of everything.
A new definition of blow me. Right.
Oh, I love our chats. They're amazing.
I know.
They are the wittiest people. They really are. Okay. Floating continent. We're going floating continent, and then we already know that if I go into disclosure today, I'm going to go left. And I've already gone left almost the entire show. So it's probably a good idea if we go straight from floating continent to UFOs and, you know, because, yeah. Okay. So floating continent.
Well,
let's
yeah,
roll.
there's actually, that is a video. If you play it, this thing is actually pretty cool.
Okay.
Right?
Here we go, guys.
We'll go with that.
I mean, I'm into it. Oh, you know what it looks like? Foil.
What?
The thing in the movie The Abyss, which is one of my favorite movies.
Oh.
Remember the thing that comes out from the bottom of the ocean when they bring the people up?
I guess it does kind of look like that.
Yes, dude. It looks like the underwater city.
I was thinking it looked like the Opera House in Sydney, but
chicken water aliens.
The chicken water aliens.
Yeah.
Right.
Like little glowing chicken dudes. You know what I mean?
Right.
They were amazing. But this is what their little sea city looks like.
Well, that thing is awesome.
I see the chicken. What do you call them? What do we call them? Chicken. The glowy chicken. I don't know.
So I was trying to
Electric
develop almost a living organism that will be fully self-sustainable.
It can clean up the garbage patch.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. It's great to see something useful happening with technology.
Right. I was looking into marine species as well, animals as well, plants, and I was studying how they really interact with water environment, how they can harvest energy, and how they work with nutrition, for example.
Aww, friends. It's called the 8th continent.
have the research and education centers. We have the greenhouses. Those are shaped to optimize the condensation of the water. These greenhouses are covered in solar panels. Within the greenhouses, we have a water reservoirs. One is for the salty water, and one is for the desalinated water.
It's cool, man.
And we take the water from there
I'd
to
live there.
support either the halophilic or a normal plants. Some of them can be used for getting biodiesel. So this can be again used for self-sustainability of the station. So I was trying, to develop the parts and the system in a way that they can support each other, and we can get as much energy as possible to support the station.
I'm into it.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm totally into it. What do you guys think? Would you live on the what do we even call it? We gotta.
I mean, that one, yeah. Well, they literally are calling it the 8th continent, but I mean, this one is designed specifically to clean up the ocean, like to gather up the plastic waste and all that stuff.
Great news.
But I mean, they could make a habitable version, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sure they could. And I think it's the electric chicken. We'll call it the electric chicken, and the snaky water thing. That'll work. I don't know who came up with that, but we'll go with snaky. The water snake, and the electric chicken from the abyss.
Oh,
they had a dope underwater city, man. There's cities like that down there too, Foil.
I have no doubt.
I
have no doubt.
There's bases, aliens with helmets, and underwater cities that move around with domes and all. I want to go down there.
No doubt.
I almost want to go down there more than I do.
More than space.
Yep. I want to see what's down there. All those UFOs, man. Like, what is it? 70, 80% come from underwater. I'm telling you, man. Bases everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere. It's where all the aliens hide out. That's where their bases are. Underwater. Well, good portion of them, I'm sure.
All your base belong to us.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take just one of their bases under the ocean. Just one.
Man, right?
Only one, right? And the law of one says we have disappearing islands, too. What would a disappearing island be?
An underwater base?
Aren't there islands that disappear all the time on this planet? Like, island was there and then it's not there?
There have been a couple that have been noted throughout history that have just mysteriously up and vanished. One off the coast of Italy.
Yep. ET bases, man. I'm telling you. Okay, where are we? We are moving on to
UFOs.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Unidentified flying objects.
Did you see that one in, where was it? Puerto Rico? We got to play Foil's Art Bell video real quick, because this is what sold Foil. This is what made her think they're all demons, I'm sure. This was it right here.
Well, there was some kind of horrible thing coming.
This was your sauce. Oh, and that part though. Okay, we'll play it, guys. Ready?
Well, I told you I was haunted since I was a little kid. I knew there was more, but this actually really resonated with me. Thank you, Golden Chris, for the shades.
All right, here we go. Foil loves this call.
I do.
She does. She loves it. Where's the sound?
I don't think it's on yet.
Oh. Thank you, Golden Chris, for the shades.
Yeah, and that was the crazy part. Is this guy kept getting cut off, and he sounded legit panicked.
Yeah, I believe him. I think he's telling the truth. Which we can discuss when this is over.
Yeah, if they would get to it.
All right, you guys, you be the judge.
Right.
Let's see what you think of Homeboy. Give me your intuitive hits on Homeboy's call.
Line, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, Art.
Yes.
Hi. I don't have a whole lot of time.
Well, look, let's begin by finding out whether you're using this line properly or not.
Area 51.
Yeah.
Wait till we get a call like that on Conspiracy Couch.
Man, right? I'd be tripping.
Speak on it, homie. Speak.
Right. Tell us.
Tell us before you run out of time. All right, I'll shut up.
Right. Were you an employee or are you now?
A former employee.
Former employee.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago, and I've kind of been running across the country. Oh man, I don't know where to start. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone. So give us something quick.
Okay.
I love how you do that. They'll triangulate on this pitch instead of being like, "Bro, do you need to hang up? Do you need to go seek shelter? Are you gonna be okay?" He's like, "All right, give us something quick.
Hurry up,
hurry up, dude. Give us something right now."
Well, he had to think the dude was like just talking smack when he first called. I mean,
give us something now. Here we go, dude. This is where it gets. Here, I'll even rewind that part so everybody gets the clear. Here.
Something quick.
Okay. Okay. What we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military, I'm sorry, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now, Art.
But they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable.
Discharge.
I started getting...
Ouch.
Yeah, what's crazy is that even Art was like, I don't, he commented on it later and was like, I don't even understand how this dropped like that, the way that it was set up.
Man,
other than they triangulated on the guy's
the super
position.
secret squirrel people,
right?
Cut it.
No doubt.
Yeah, he was dropping dime.
In my opinion, right?
He was dropping dime. They couldn't have that.
Is it paused? Oh, you had cut it off.
Because it's there's really not. But I think I do remember hearing that live. I used to listen to Art Bell like every night, man. Wasn't it on like every night, late night?
Yeah, midnight. I think.
So into that midnight show. Yeah, Canadian says he heard that call live. Yeah, I believe that dude too.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that dude too. And whatever's coming, you know what I think. I think it's a solar event, and that's what I think. And I think it is.
Well,
coming.
He says disasters, plural. Like there will be a variety of disasters.
Well, wouldn't a solar event cause multiple disasters?
I mean, I reckon.
I don't know. He could have been talking about who knows.
It could be all kind of ruckus.
Right. Who knows? And this is 1997. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, we could go down a whole what he meant. I mean, the negative aliens they're dealing with over there. Those aren't good guys. You know what I mean? So who knows what kind of lies and game they're running on everybody? Who knows?
Right, midnight in the desert. And Tesla Dove, that entire call should be linked in the description below on YouTube.
Yeah, we got to find a way to drop it in the other chats, spoil all the links and stuff, because everybody else can,
Well, you know what? As a matter of fact, on Foxhole, when you're making the link, you can put all of that stuff on there. I'll have to show you later. Okay. I just thought of it now.
All right, here we go. Let's check out some UFO videos, guys. Let's check out some UFOs and call it a night.
Oh, yeah, this one's crazy.
What is this?
Look at
that. Yeah, that's weird. Whoops, look. He's like, look, I'm peeking. They could see me. Whoops.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Oh, man. What was that? What made it visible like that?
The lightning, apparently.
Interesting. Yep, there's a ship right there. That's wild. Interesting. That's got me thinking. That's got me thinking. Huh. It's got me thinking. Interesting. All right. Yeah, that's wild. All right, let's see. What do we got up next? We got Rockland, Cali, USA, Friday the 10th of September, 2021. Triangle object spinning, turning into a ball, and then back into a triangle. Let's check this one out. What's going on with this one?
Bless you.
Bless me, man. Rock and roll.
Was there no audio with this one?
Well, man, why am I sneezing?
Bless you.
I don't have allergies. All right, now we got audio. Looks like Bigfoot's in his room.
Come here, hurry
Thank you, Sean Joe, for the cookie and Rainbow Smuggle Fritz for the shades.
It's like flipping. You see it?
What are they looking at?
You'll see it.
Oh, was it a fairy or what?
I don't know what it is.
What the?
That's crazy.
There's a little fairy friend in their room. A little extra dimensional being. Elemental being.
No, they're outside. That's up in the sky.
Oh, that's in the sky? I thought that was in her bedroom.
No.
What is that?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Oh boy. What on earth?
Right? He's got an IR camera, and so he can switch.
Friend indeed said, "Bless you, super spreader." Thank you. I don't. You have to go outside to contract something. I don't go outside, so I think I'm probably okay. I'm probably allergic to one of the spices I got today at whatever it's called store.
Come here, hurry up! Look at the light.
Well, if I guess I went to the store, I could probably have gotten something. Huh?
There you go, buddy.
I don't go there very often, though. It's the only place I go. I'm fine. Quit putting that in my head. I'm a beast.
That's crazy.
I love her reaction. What the fuck? Looks like a little glowing piece of paper.
Flipping.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Something.
Okay, we better stop that one and move right along. All right. You've seen one of those, the glowing flipping pieces of paper, woke one? I heard your alien friends came back. That's cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. He was starting to get upset. He was starting to feel some type of way because they hadn't come around in a long time. Then his homies came back. I'm happy for him. His homies came back. A few days ago, I saw something really weird in the sky, so I started recording, caught a friendly reminder that Earth creates some fantastic visuals. Earth, in general, is a really strange place. Right?
Man.
Someday we're gonna figure out what's going on here. Maybe we won't, because maybe understanding is not of this density. So, but we're gonna try.
Thank you, GLC, for the cookie, for the Martian medieval mushroom cookie.
Oh wow, that sounds good. Thank you. What the? Where is this? Pretty little palm trees.
I want to say, I think this guy is speaking in Spanish.
Looks like another floating piece of paper. Look at that. Two of them.
Well, this one divides.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, this is something. What is this? Whoa, the one's reaching to the other one.
That's wild, right?
Yeah, that's pretty weird, man. Now it looks like the moon.
I don't know. Now it looks like the moon.
Now it looks like the moon.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, wow. Maybe it's trying to look like the moon. You know? Maybe just, see, I'd have thought that was the moon from a distance if I wasn't really paying attention.
Well, if it wasn't the beginning, without the beginning, maybe it is. Maybe that was clouds floating in front of.
I don't think so. I think
the crescent.
That was some weird, high strange UFO stuff going on. It looks like the moon a little bit. All right, so what do we got going on here?
Thanks for the cookie, Karen Hare.
hope I don't get nuked for this dude's music. I'm muting this dude.
I would say I don't remember which one this was.
I want to get.
Oh yeah, this I don't know what's going on here.
What is happening here?
I don't know. These are all from Reddit this week. You know, just.
I've seen a video like this before, or this is an old one. Is this new or not? Because I've seen one like this before.
I don't know.
But if it's different footage, then it's. Let's see what it says here. It just says "Welcome to Vegas." Yeah, I've seen one of those videos before. I don't know if it's the same footage or not. I don't think it's the same footage though, and there's not any more details on this, so I don't know what to think about that. There's just not much information. But I've seen a video before that looks a lot like that. All right, where were we here? We already did that one, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. All right, guys, we got 2 more here. Is this the? This is the Mexican officials from the Mexican Air Force. We haven't played this before, Foil?
I don't know.
Yeah, this is pretty wild. This was in a UFO documentary I was watching.
Oh, I might have pulled this before.
I think you've pulled this before. I think we showed this before. It is pretty cool for footage,
A ver, permítame, déjale busco. ¿Y nosotros? Comandante, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué distancia más o menos lo tenías, Telles? Oye,
Neo says that's reflection headlights in the car window on the other one.
Entirely possible.
I mean, yeah. If it's the same footage I'm thinking of, the one I saw before, that it was entirely possible that that's what we were looking at. So if we've pulled this one, I'm gonna go ahead and. Dude, it's already 8. How did we go through 2 hours?
I don't know.
Not have how did we do that? Me?
I don't know.
I was rambling. She was rambling. All right, hold on. All right, where are we at here? Man, how do I manage to do that? Is this instantaneous acceleration video supposedly from 1993? Let's see what this is. How do I manage to do that? Because it wasn't your fault. It was all mine.
Oh yeah, this guy takes off.
Yeah, well, somebody said T-Webs 111 says the DUA directed energy weapon 2 shooting at each other. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. It could be some type of weird Star Wars. I've seen them shooting at the UFOs before above the planet.
Oh,
I know they got weapons we can see. You can
thing
see
in Australia that shot that one that came down that they caught on like with the ISS or whatever it was.
Yeah, they got some of them you can't see at all, right? But I don't have a degree in space lasers, right? But I mean, there's ones that you can see when they fire at something because I've seen footage of them shooting at UFOs from space.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that that's possible. This is just footage of the fires that are going on in Spain. We don't really need to.
The eruption?
Yeah. Yeah. Why did I say fires? Yeah, the eruption. What was that all about? All right, guys. So I hate to disappoint tonight, but we do not have space weather. Something came up, and Alexis can't be with us today to do the space weather, but we love her. And
we do.
We will be happy to have her back next Sunday night. So on that note, guys, that will pretty much conclude the show. Let me hand out your scratching and your lemons over on DLive. Let's get that done first.
Yeah, buddy.
Foil, can you please let the folks know what you got going on this week and when?
Yeah. I will be live Tuesday. I've moved my Tuesday shows to 9 o'clock because it's like a traffic jam at night on Foxhole. So I will be live Tuesday at 9 talking about something. You know, more than likely China this week. My Tuesday shows to 9 o'clock. Oh, what is that? Oh, but who knows? Tuesday at 9, I'll be live on my own channel talking about something entertaining. And then Friday, 8 p.m. Conspiracy Theory Trivia with Tyler, of course. Boop, boop.
Right? Lots of fun. That game is a lot of fun, too. It's great. Conspiracy Theory Trivia. Okay, let's see. Scratchin' is going out over on the Foxhole, fam. Let's see. And there you are. Your Scratchin' is now released. Enjoy. Win lots of pills.
Ooh, Philly Q with the big win. Tam Brow with the big win. Look at that. A 55, 115, 74, 49, 60, 126.
Oh, you know why they're winning so big? from the donation show for M3.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, y'all just came up.
Right.
Right. I totally forgot about that show.
Here.
I totally forgot about that show. Yep, that's why everybody's coming up so hard. Well, lucky them. Lucky them. This is the come up show, apparently. All right, so everybody's scratchings and all that are released. Let's see. I guys told you about the bodaciously based broad squad that will be starting 9/27. That will be Monday after the Conspiracy Couch. I think the show is probably going to be 4:30 Eastern, but we're not completely set on the time yet, so I will let you guys know when I find out more. Tomorrow is Psychic Abilities on the Conspiracy Couch. 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern on the Conspiracy Couch. Yes, Psychic Abilities. That's going to be lots of fun. Please do call in with all your input on Psychic Abilities experiences.
Or crazy psychic stories, right?
Right, all that stuff. We can't wait to hear from you guys about that. So, yeah, super excited about that. What else do we have going on? Well, I think that's it. I'm more than likely, I would say, 90 to 10% that Methods won't be doing his show on Wednesday. So that means that'll be cut for now. So yeah, that's it. Just Conspiracy Couch tomorrow, and then we'll see you guys back for Space Force News next Sunday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. Guys, like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. If you want to donate directly to Space Force News, the Cash App and the Venmo are in the YouTube description below. Also, go over and make the account at the Rockfin. Give us a follow over there. If you're not on the Foxhole, pill.net, make the account, get the Foxhole app, come hang out. Like she said, until next time, we will see you next Sunday at 9 for another awesome episode of Space Force News Live. Until then, keep your eyes on the skies and stay loyal.
Big thank you to all the mods, and we love you, Space Triots. We'll see you next Sunday night.